everybody. Hey, listen, I'm just here. We're just here for Avatar. I will come back later on tonight. Today with a special guest. Um, okay, Luger's there already. Are then you might want to log off, bro, because I'm dropping all the motherfucking spoilers. Divine Network, thank you for the 5 on the super chat, bro. Yeah. Shit. It's just strictly Avatar this morning. Strictly Avatar. If you don't want to know what happened, who died, all that shit. Listen, I liked it. I have not seen the Martin Lawrence movie yet. I have not. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's see, but where's the okay, Brian, we're gonna address that. It's not as bad as people think. We're gonna address the wokeness of it. But 3 hours went by pretty good. Go see it in IMAX 3D. I did not. I did myself a disservice. So I gotta go back and watch it again. Go back and see it again in IMAX 3D. If you're going to go see this in IMAX 3D. That's the way it was shot. Put another one in James Cameron's belt. You know, once again, Cameron Spielberg. That's pretty much it as far as the goats of directing. So put another one for James Cameron. He killed it with this one. I'm excited for part 3. There's an end credit scene, so stay all the way past the credits. There's an end credit scene. I liked it a lot. I didn't get sleepy. Like I said, it's 3 hours, but it goes by pretty quick. Wait. I didn't see any El Gibbet plans in the movie. If y'all saw, wait, I didn't see any El Gibbets. I didn't see that. Me and the wife, we didn't see that. But let me get into what my notes. And once again, this is a 3-hour movie, so I did not. There's some things I'm going to miss. Like I said, it's a 3-hour movie. Trying to take notes in the dark on my phone. It's, you know, okay. All right. That one, no. Oh, that's what the first one. I want the first one. I want the first notes. Oh, it's a lot of notes, y'all. It's a lot of notes. Once again, this is a 3-hour movie. A lot of notes. Oh, okay. Is that one? No, that's July. Okay. I don't want. Wait a minute. Let me delete my Black Panther notes. So I don't get it confused. Once again, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I will be going back to see this thing in its proper form, which would be IMAX 3D. If you're going to go see this, there's only one way to actually see this movie is in IMAX 3D. Do not do yourself a disservice. Okay. All right. What is it? Okay, delete. All right, here we go. Okay. And once again, where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Can you find it on the internet? The end credit scene, it should be already out by now. Yes. Spoilers. Bro, I said spoiler breakdown. Wait, I seen it yesterday. I honestly didn't like the first one. Okay. All right. So now, once again, these are my notes. Once again, I'm sitting in the theater in the dark, trying to take as much notes as possible. This is a 3-hour movie, so there's some things I'm going to miss. Quaritch, Stephen Lang's character, the bad guy, the bad soldier Marine, he's cloned. They put his memory and consciousness on a chip back on Earth. So after they got kicked off Pandora in the first one, they went back to Earth. They all of Quaritch and all of his men, all their memories and consciousness was stored on a chip, and then they were implanted into their avatar bodies. Okay, so the Marines come back as Na'vi avatars. All right. The Earth is dying. So the whole premise of the movie is the reason for them going back to Pandora is to conquer and terraform Pandora because Earth is dying. And Pandora is the next best possible solution for them as far as human survival. Okay. Once again, we have another movie where it pits the survival of humanity versus the survival of the native alien species. It's a whole. It's General Zod versus the humans. Whose side are you on? You know me. Listen, if I'm a human, everybody got to go. Okay, I need my species to survive, but that's just me. Okay, so Earth is dying. They come back to Pandora. They want to terraform. Edie Falco, if she plays in The Sopranos, she was the wife. She was Tony's wife. She's the general. She's leading the entire mission. They're terraforming Pandora. She gives Quaritch and his men a side mission to locate, search, and kill or capture Jake Sully. All right, okay. Spider, the little human boy y'all saw in the movie, he is the son of Quaritch. He's Quaritch's son. His real name is Miles. Okay, so Spider lives with the Sullys. He adapted their ways, learns their language. All right, so Quaritch is tasked with infiltrating the Na'vi clan to find Sully. But the little white boy, that's Quaritch's son, Spider. Okay, next set of notes. Sigourney Weaver is back in this. Sigourney Weaver, remember at the very end of the first one, she was connected to Awa, even though she died in the physical. Her spirit, her essence went to Awa. They created a body, an avatar body just for her. The body had a baby, and Kitty, okay, is the daughter of Sigourney Weaver, the doctor, in avatar form. So there's hybrids. So the native Na'vi have only 3 fingers. If you're a hybrid or a human, you have 4 fingers. That's how they can tell the difference. Okay, so in this movie, you'll hear like, oh, you're a half breed, you're a demon blood. You got 4 fingers when the original Na'vi have 3. Okay, so Kitty is the daughter of Sigourney Weaver's dead doctor character that connected to Awa right as she passed, and they grew a body, and Kitty was born from that body. Okay, it's deep. All right. Next set of notes. All right. So then, Quaritch, they go to Sully's clan. They're doing infiltration. They're doing infantry. They capture the kids, right? And this is when Quaritch meets Spider. So he recognizes, he's like, Miles, and so but Spider knows who his dad was. It was Quaritch. So during the whole final battle of the first one, Miles was just a baby, and they could not put babies in cryotubes. So Miles was left behind to grow up with Jake and his family. All right, because Quaritch is like, well, how? You were just a baby. He's like, well, they can't put babies in cryotubes, dipshit. Right? Okay. Next notes. Okay, so to prevent further casualties upon the clan, Jake relinquishes his title of leader of the clan. He gives it to somebody else. He moves his clan, his family away from that clan because he knows Quaritch is out there looking for him. So they go to the Sea Clan. They leave the clan. They go hella far out to the sea clan. All right, the sea people. Right. Spider's captured. He's interrogated. Quaritch tries to kind of get to know him a little bit. Okay. Let's see next set of notes. I know. Bear with me. It's not flowing like it should because I'm literally had to write this shit on my phone. Okay. So Sully goes to the reef people. The Queen. Now here's your woke moments here. So when the Sullys arrive at the sea people, the reef people's land or whatever, all right, they're like, oh, look, it's forest Na'vi. What are they doing here? Their tails are weak. They don't have fins on their hands. Oh, they look funny. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, the Na'vi have different subspecies of each other. You have air, water, fire, land, whatever the case may be, right? So they're being made, the kids being made fun of. The 4 kids you need to know. All right, there's Neteyam. He's the oldest. Lowak is the second oldest. He's the younger brother. There's Kitty. Kitty is the offspring of the doctor for Sigourney Weaver, but she's raised with Sully. And then there's Took, and I love Took. Took is such a cute kid. Like Took is like a real life kid. Like if you had a child, you have a child that reminds you of Took. All right, so Neteyam, the firstborn, Nowak, the younger brother, Kitty. Kitty is special, and we'll get into why Kitty is special to this entire movie. All right, Kitty is the key, and then there's Took. All right, okay. Let's see. So when the king and queen arrive to greet the Sullys, Sully's like, "Look, man, you know, I ain't trying to bring no war to your home. I need a place to stay. I need to take care of my family." And just like in 300, Leonidas had to look to his wife like, you know, he gives her she's looking at him like, and he's like, so that's the only woke moment is basically the queen, I guess, has to give her say so. But listen, I could point that out in 300 as well, because Leonidas does not kick them dudes down the well unless the queen tells them to. All right. So if that's a woke moment for you, I don't know what is. Like, listen, anybody that's married that has a wife, you know what I'm saying? You just don't do shit willy-nilly because you want to. You got to check in with the wife. Is that a woke moment? Is that being woke? If I had to check in with my and say, look, I'm about to leave for 3 days and not tell her. No, if I'm leaving for 3 days, I have to let her know, hey, you may not like it, but I'm about to be out for 3 days. Is that woke? So the queen relents, lets them stay. They can only stay if they learn to become sea people. They got to learn the ways of the water. They learn breathing techniques, how to breathe underwater longer. They learn how to bond to the different sea creatures and animals and stuff like that. So they gotta catch up. They gotta learn the ways. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm confused. Exactly. That's the only woke moments of this movie is because the king had to make sure it was okay with his queen. It was a lesbo couple that told me about what okay, what moment, what did they say, Brian? Exactly. Yeah, being married is woke. Wait, Brian, I want to hear this. Wait, it was that told me about this. What part? That's not woke. That's marriage. Yeah, Brian, break that down for me. What did they say? Because I didn't see no El Gibbet stuff. I didn't see no El Gibbet stuff in the movie. But let me continue. Okay, they learn to stay. I mean, they agree to stay. Spider agrees to be a mole for Quaritch. All right. So after Quaritch, Avatar Quaritch, or Navi Quaritch, he's like, yeah, listen, I'm a different Quaritch. I'm not your dad per se. I'm a different guy. I'm not the bad guy you remember me to be, whatever the case may be. Saying, oh, they were saying something about patriarchy and colony. Oh my God. You know what? Of course, I would expect a lesbo couple to say some dumb shit like that. But anywho, okay, so Spider has a tracking device in his breathing apparatus, in his face mask. Okay, so what Quaritch is gonna do? They're gonna go back to Sully's original clan because they don't know Sully left. They don't know. So Quaritch and his marine company, they go back to Sully's old clan. They take Spider with them, and he's gonna be like the translator. And then in the meantime, Spider helps them learn the language. Okay, so Quaritch knows a little bit of the Na'vi language, but Spider's like, you sound like a 3-year-old. Let me help you learn the language, whatever the case may be. So they kind of start to adapt their ways because Quaritch says, we gotta think like the Na'vi, we gotta be Na'vi, we gotta speak like Na'vi. You know what I'm saying? So okay, all right. So then. Okay, wait. Found my notes. I got lost. Given is in. Okay. You're allowed to stay. Okay. Notes. Spider agrees to be a mole. Okay. King of Took adopt Fat. Okay. So Took and Kitty are the quickest. They adapt the quickest as far as the swimming underwater. Kitty can basically damn near breathe underwater. Okay, you off the rip, something's different with Kitty. All right, Kitty stays underwater the longest. She doesn't even have to tie her tendril to an animal to bond with the sea animals. They just come to her. She learns to ride like the sea turtle thing without having to bond. So off rip, Kitty is different. Everybody else, Took is quick too. Took adapts pretty quick too, but not like Kitty. Kitty is like, super different. All right, so Kitty and Took adapt quicker to the sea animals and the underwaterness. Nowak and Loak and Nateum have to be taught how to breathe underwater longer, how to breathe in, then breathe out slowly, slow down your heart rate. So the queen's daughter, the king and queen's daughter, teaches Loak and Nateum breathing techniques so they can last longer underwater. Okay. The king also has two sons, just like Jake's, Nateum and Loak. So they're like these half breed fake Navi, for land dwellers. You know what I'm saying? So there's that little friction there. We'll get into that in a minute. Okay. Where is this? Okay. Oh damn. Okay. So there's a fight between the kids, the chief's kids, Sully's kids. All right. Backstory somewhat. So Jake, so Nateum being Jake's oldest boy, he takes to his dad's ways, very military like, yes sir, no sir, military, very strategic in how they move and maneuver and situational awareness. The younger brother Loak is more of a hothead, and he's like, he's kind of like a free spirit, like he does whatever overtakes him. Okay, so at one point when there's a supply chain, the Marines are moving a supply chain. They attack the supply chain, and then Jake tells Nateum and Loak, just be spotters. If you see gunships, just let us know. But Loak, being a hothead, is like, hey, let's go grab some guns for ourselves, because like I said, it's a military supply chain. They disrupted it. They're stealing. They're taking the guns and the weapons to arm themselves. So Loak's like, hey, let's go get some guns for ourselves. Nateum's like, no, Dad told us to be spotters. He follows Loak because he's got to watch out for Loak. They almost get killed when a gunship shows up, and then Jake's like, look, Nateum, I told you, you're the oldest. I need you to be in charge. I told you to be spotters. He could have got killed. He's like, yes sir, I'm sorry sir, yes sir. Loak is, like I said, Loak's a little hothead. He gonna do what the fuck. Loak is Riley. Nateum is Huey. All right, there's that dynamic. So the reef kids, right? The native sea people kids, the chief's kids, making fun of Kitty. So then Loak jumps in, and the chief's kids like, hey, you got 4 fingers. And then Loak says, you know what I can do with this 4th finger? You know why it's so special? Watch this. I roll it up, I make a fist, and I punch you in the face with it. So he he gets to punching up the chief's son, beats his ass. The other chief's son jumps in. Kitty's like, what are you guys doing? This is so stupid. And so Nateum's like, fuck it, let me go ahead and jump in and help my brother. So they get to all scrapping. So all the males are scrapping. Basically, Sully's kids beat the shit out of the chief's kids. Okay. And so they all go back, and the kids are being interrogated. And then because earlier Jake is like, look, we are foreigners in their land. We gotta play nice. Don't rock the boat. Don't mess this shit up. We need this place. We have nowhere else to go. Be nice. So during that speech beforehand, the fight ensues. After they get back home to the sea, to the reef, the chief's like, what happened? Because everyone's all beat up and bruised up and shit. And then Loak says, you know what? Okay, whatever. So Jake tells Loak, go apologize. And because of course Jake has apologized to the chief and shit. So then he talks to Nateum. He says, hey, how bad were the other kids? He's like, much worse. He's like, all right, get out of here, like any dad would. Okay, all right. So then Loak goes to apologize to the chief's son in person. He's like, look, man, I'm sorry. Your face hit my fist so many times. And so the chief's kid's like, okay, let's be friends. So and let's go do some real hunting outside of the reef where the grown men go hunt. So they plan to set Loak up. They take him way out beyond the safety of the reef where the grown men hunt, where the whales, the toucan, reside, dangerous creatures out there. So they leave him. They leave Loak, and he faces some whale shark. He has to fight off a whale shark that's hunting him. He gets saved by a rogue whale, the toucan whale. Okay. All right. Wait. Before I get ahead of myself in my notes. Okay. Before then, Kiriti connects to the spirit tree. There's an underwater spirit tree, just like the tree of life on land back at Jake's clan before the original place got burned down. So Kiriti connects to a spirit tree. She meets a mother, Sigourney Weaver, in the astral realm. Okay. And so then she ends up having a seizure. Oh man, I hope I didn't go too far. Okay, I went too far in my notes. Okay, Sully's boys beat up the Chief's kids. Chief's son sets up young Sully, Lowak, and then leaves him to be killed by an ocean predator. Okay, so then... Okay, yeah, Lowak is saved by the rogue toucan whale. His name is Pycoon. He bonds with the rogue whale. He bonds with this outcast rogue whale. All right, because it saved his life, and now they're friends. So the whale understands. He speaks in sign language. He can hear and understand his words. He's like, "Yo, I'm your friend. You can trust me. I trust you." Type shit. You know, he had a whale, a fishing hook in his fin. He pulls the fin out of his. He pulls the hook out of his fin, and so now they're best buds and shit, right? Okay. So then later on, Kiriti connects to the spirit tree. She sees her mother for the first time in the astral realm. She has a seizure. Okay, they bring her back to home or whatever, to the reef, right? The queen basically saves Kiriti. The queen don't like these people. Okay, the queen does not like these people, but she's like, whatever. Okay. Later on, Quaritch and Spider bond over learning Na'vi. Okay, the language. Oh, wait, too far. Here he connects it. Okay. So then Quaritch is going around village to village and inspecting, looking for Jake and the family. So they had a bead. Some tracking device went off in these islands. This bunch of islands way out. He's like, okay, that's our guy. That's where he's at. He's like, there's like 50 villages there, so he'll search them all. So Quaritch meets up with some whalers. Okay, so they go to village looking for Sully. Okay, Sully then finds out that other village got burned down. And he's like, okay, they're looking for me, so they're close. All right. Quaritch wants the whalers to hunt down the toucan to flush out Jake. He's like, well, you're gonna upset the natives. He's like, that's what I want. I want the natives to come out, because that means Sully's gonna come out too. Okay. All right. So then Lowak learns that Pycoon is the only surviving whale of his clan. So Pycoon has a pretty sad backstory. So shout out to Big Pontiac, because he's seen it before me. He's like, look, it has these three elements in it. This, and this. Okay, so there's a Moby Dick element. Where else? What else? What else did he say? There's a Moby Dick element. Where's the text at? Okay. There's a Moby Dick, there's a Dune, and I'll get to the Dune element, and there's a Cowboys versus the Indians. So you got the natives versus the whalers. Okay, so I'll get to the Dune aspect of it in the notes. It'll come back. It comes back around. Okay. So Lowak learns Pycoon is the only surviving whale from his clan. He's outcast. He has an injured fin. Okay. So then the whale returns Lowak back to camp. Nobody believes Lowak about the Pycoon whale being his friend, because the legend goes that Pycoon killed people, and he's a rogue whale, and he's been outcast. That's what the chief tells him. He said, look, I tell you a story. A long time ago, the toucan, used to kill each other, and now they agreed that no killing. So the chief says, no, this whale that you're talking about, the messed up fin, killed our people. That's not what really happened. But nobody believes Lowak, because Lowak actually went into the whale's mouth. There's your Bible, your Jonah and the whale, right? that who went into the whale's mouth and got swallowed up. Okay, so there's your Bible aspect of it, your Christian aspect. So for Loak to bond with Pycoon the whale, he had to go in the whale's mouth. He bonds with him. So Pycoon's backstory is Pycoon's family was killed by whalers. Okay, his family and the sea Na'vi were killed by whalers. So then Pycoon managed to get the survivors and launch an attack against the whalers. Everybody got killed but him, and he lost his fin. So that's why he was deemed an outcast and a killer, which he wasn't. He was just defending himself. All right, and so there's this whole theme about how smart or how intelligent the whales are. The one doctor that the doctor that helps the whaler says, well, yeah, they're smarter than us. More brain mass, more neurons, more this, more that. Bigger emotional center, bigger response center. So basically, everything that makes humans, the whale has it and more, which makes them more in tune with the nature, more spiritual, more emotional, all that good things. Okay. All right, this is okay. That's important element at the end. That's the Moby Dick part. Let's see. Okay. Okay. It's a lot of notes, y'all. Just bear with me. Nope, went too far. Okay, went too far. Went too far. God damn it. Man, it's a lot of notes. I took a lot of fucking notes. Okay. Bear tree. Burns down the village. Okay. All right, we're getting close. I'm getting close. Sully finds out Corge is hunting him. Okay. So then Loak learns Pycoon's backstory. Okay. I'm there. Okay. Whales, more brain matter. So why they're hunting the whales? The whales, they're in whatever the brain produces. It's an anti-aging matter. So why they hunt the toucan whales is because fluids the brain secretes has anti-aging properties, and one vial is worth $80 million. Okay, so they actually hunt a whale, they trap it, kill it. I mean, it's brutal. How they harpoon it, and then they shoot these balloons under its fins to make it rise to the top. So what ended up happening was the prior scene is a caravan came back home, and the queen has a spirit sister, one of the whales. Okay, so the queen, they all have spirit brothers and sisters. The queen's spirit animal sister is this one particular whale. The whales have fucking Maori tattoos on them. Even Tamla was like, who the hell tattoos a fucking whale, right? So these whales have Maori tattoos, Polynesian tattoos, tribal tattoos underneath their bellies and stuff. So the one whale that is the queen's spirit sister has a baby whale, and they're communicating. So, oh, your baby's so beautiful, and the queen's pregnant. So the whale's like, well, how's your baby? Oh, baby is strong, right? So they're communicating underwater via sign language, whatever the case may be, right? So that's our spirit sister, whatever. The very whale that Quaritch and the whalers end up killing is the queen's spirit sister. She's with her calf. So they single out the mother and the calf because amongst the pack, because the mother and calf, they go a little bit slower. She can't leave her calf behind. So they separate her from the pack. They harpoon her with explosive tip devices. So they shoot the balloons underneath the wings and makes the whale rise to the top. And then they hit it again with another explosive tip. Kills. It's a horrible death. This whale dies a horrible death, and the calf is like, trying to, and the whale's eyes are like rolling in the back of the head, like, when motherfucker died, the whale's eyes are like this. I'm like, what in the hell? And you got the baby calf, like, they capture the baby calf. So then when they go to drill into the whale's brain, they use these metal braces. They go inside the mouth of the whale. They have a whole drilling setup. The scientist drills into the roof of the mouth of the whale. They secrete the anti-aging property serum, and Korra says, leave the whale the way it is, because Spider's like, so you just waste the whole whale, you don't use all of it. And the whaler's like, no, we just kill it for this one vial. Quaritch says, leave the whale the way it is, so that they know he did it, because he wants, once again, he wants to flush him out. He wants Sully to come out. He wants everybody to know he's here. He did it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. God damn it. God damn it. Mind you, this is a 3-hour movie, so y'all bear with me. Okay, wait. Okay, whale brain matter, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So then Lowak goes to warn Pyken that he has but Pyken has a tracking device on it. The kids try to help remove. Damn, did I go too far? Lowak learns. Nope. Okay, so Quaritch is close. Somehow Pyken has a tracking device on him. He gets hit with a tracking device. The kids all follow Lowak to go warn Pyken, because he's like, yo, you can't go to Pyken. They still believe he's a rogue whale, he's a killer whale. But once they seen him go in the mouth of the whale and bond with him, the chief's daughter's like, okay, I believe you. I saw what I saw. I believe you. So Lowak disobeys orders, runs to go warn Pyken. The kids all follow, and then the parents find out. The kids went to go to the damn whale. Okay, so the parents all mount up and go ride out to go save the kids, right? So we get our second act of battle, and there's a huge plot hole that makes no sense, and I'll get into. Nowak and the chief's daughter are captured. Pyken then attacks the ship. There's a battle ensuing. So then Kitty uses water plants to help. So once again, Kitty is special. Kitty is the living physical embodiment of Eywa, of basically the entire planet. Okay, so Kitty she's Aquaman. She's fucking Aquaman. So not only does she connect to the creatures on land, but she connects to the creatures on the sea. She's fucking Aquaman, okay? So at one point during the chase scene and the battle, she's using the plants to capture the whalers and drown their asses and shit. All right, mind you, she doesn't have to connect. She just has to touch them, and they obey her command, okay? Oh man, there's so much. Okay, there's so much. Nowak, chief's daughter captured. Pyken attacks ship. Battle ensues. Okay, so then Pyken, the whale, ends up killing the whalers. I mean, he torches the ship. He does the whole jump on top of the ship, and you know what I'm saying, does fucks shit up and kills people, whatever. And they're shooting at him, and they can't really kill him because his skin is so tough and whatever. So this whole thing is our whale's intelligence is being answered. Once again, this is the Moby Dick moment when basically Pyken gets his revenge on the whalers. Okay, so Lowak and Neteyam go rescue Spider. Kiri and Took get captured again. Neteyam gets shot. The oldest son gets shot trying to save everybody, get everybody off the ship. Okay, he gets shot in gunfire. Okay. Okay, Neteyam dies. Jake's oldest son, the responsible one, he dies from his gunshot. He dead center mass in the chest. He ain't gonna last long. So then, of course, Mama, she goes into a blood rage and she gets to crying and wailing and shit. You know how mamas do when they lose their firstborn son, right? So Jake's like, look, I need you to be strong. God damn it, they have our daughters. I need you to be strong to help me go rescue our daughters, Took and Kitty. All right, so she calms the fuck down, but you can tell this woman's about to go kill everybody, because Quaritch still has beef with his wife, because remember, he pulled the footage. Oh, one part I forgot. When they go back to the old site with the old lab, they find Quaritch's original dead body, where he got shot in the arrows in the mech suit. So Quaritch sees the mech suit, the dead body, takes the dog tags. One of the other soldiers pulls the footage from it. So Quaritch actually he watches how he died, because when they clone him and implant the memories, you don't remember how you die. So the only way for him to see it was to actually see the last footage moments before his death, and he saw that she shot him with the 3 arrows. Right, he has all his memories up until the moment he died. Okay, so then, shit. So the mama is in bloodlust, just like in 300 when Homeboy lost his son. He was in bloodlust and he was trying to kill everybody. He was just insane, right? Okay, all right. I can't. Okay, so at one point there's a Mexican standoff. Quaritch has a knife to Kitty's throat. Nani holds a throat to Spider's. So she holds a knife to Spider's throat, and she's like, I will cut." So she cuts Spider across the chest. Like she's out of it. Like she done killed 5 or 6 guys, pretty much barehanded, with a bow and arrow. so she clearly there's your other woke moment, I guess, that the mama killed more bad guys than the husband. Okay, so she, like I said, so there's a Mexican standoff. So just right before Nani is about to slice Spider's throat, Quaritch is like, okay. So this whole time we didn't think Quaritch really gave a fuck about Spider in his Na'vi form. He does. That's still his son, regardless of if he's in Na'vi form or not. Okay, so they let the kids go. So then Sully and Quaritch have another fight. Okay, now mind you, the whaling ship. Fuck. Took too damn long. All right, so the entire whaling ship is sinking. All right, so they're fighting on a sinking ship, on a sinking whaling ship. Okay, I'm almost done. It's almost over. It's almost over. All right, so then Jake at one point gets the upper hand on Quaritch. He puts him in a rear naked choke, and he leaves him to drown. So we thought. Okay, Kitty, Spider, and Lowak are they go to save Jake. Jake is about to drown. He's about to pass out underwater because he really can't breathe like the kids can breathe. All right, so they save Jake. Spider goes to save Quaritch from drowning. Kitty uses these underwater fireflies to light a path for everybody that's in the sinking whaling ship. It done rolled over. The lights done went out. So she summons these underwater fireflies to light a path to go find everybody, right? And then Lowak teaches his dad, Jake, how to breathing techniques. He's like, look, it's a long way back out under this ship. Is it that, breathe, water is this, water is that, water is connected to everything around us, water is connected to life and death. Before anything else, there was water this, breathe, slow your heartbeat. Okay, so he teaches his dad how to do this while they're basically drowning. Okay, there's an air pocket, whatever. So they go back out under one last, because Jake is all fucked up. So Jake's like, I ain't got it. I ain't gonna make it. He's like, no, Dad, you can't. You just have to breathe. You just breathe. And he teaches him how to breathe. The same techniques the queen daughter taught him, he teaches his father. Okay. All right. So then Spider drags Quaritch to some rocks. He leaves his dad to go join the Sully family because Quaritch is like, son, come join me. And Spider is listen, you can see a lot of that's all they fucking do. They're like cats. They're all of them like cats. They're always hissing at somebody. Okay, always hissing at some damn body. So Spider just and then he jumps off into the water and goes to the Sully family, right? And then so after everything is the family's reunited. Okay, so after all that said and done, they win the battle. Here's the biggest plot hole. The biggest plot hole is that in the third act, after Neteyam is dead, right? Because Quaritch is like, hey, Sully, you hear me? I know you hear me. You don't want to lose another dead kid. You better come to me because this whole time, all Quaritch wants is Sully. Listen, I hold your kids hostage. You come, we'll do a hostage swap. I just want you, right? I just want you, bruh. That's all I want. I just want you. So the biggest plot hole in this movie is the sea people all of a sudden leave. They leave Jake and his kids and his wife to go fight the Marines. All the whalers are pretty much dead. It's just Quaritch and his Marine crew. That's it. So this entire faction of people that rolled out with them all of a sudden are nowhere to be found during the final battle. I'm like, why the fuck would they leave and the job is not done yet? Right? That's a plot hole. Now, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I know James Cameron is too great of a director writer to just leave this gaping ass plot hole wide open. Like, where the fuck are the rest of the sea people? Where's the king and the queen? So it's just Jake, his wife, Loak, to go rescue Kitty and Took in this sinking whaling vessel. Huge plot hole. Once again, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but James Cameron is too damn good to leave a plot hole this wide open unresolved. But anywho, so after Spider saves his dad, he leaves his dad to go join the Sully's family. Kitty rescues everybody with the Fireflies. Everybody's reunited. Once again, there's no real wokeness. The whole theme of this movie is family. The entire theme of this movie is family. Mother, father, kids. Father, mother, kids. The entire movie. Everything that Jake says, the daddy, everybody capitulates. Everybody bows down. This is dad's word is law. Wait, please, if you mention woke with this movie, you did not watch this movie. This movie is old school, okay? And I don't want to get into white and black, but Jake Sully, obviously the Na'vi, but the white man's, listen, his word is law, all right? Even the wife was like, honey, you think that was, aren't you being too hard on them? He says, it's my job. Honey, he tries to live up to you, right? Because after he done scolded Neteyam for letting Loak run rampant, right? So she's like, he tries to live up to you. It's a pretty big shoes to fill. You're so hard on him. That's my job. That's what he told her. That's my job, to be hard on him. Family, patriarchy, yes. Patriarchy is all in this movie. All in this movie. All throughout this movie. What the man says, she does. There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, James Cameron, for reminding us that patriarchy is still has some semblance in life. Thank you for putting this patriarchy in a movie. All right. So when everybody's reunited, they bury Neteyam underwater, give him an underwater sea burial. So then the family all goes to the underwater spirit tree, and they all reconnect. They all tie into the spirit tree. So then one final image is, this is the sad part, is when Jake is teaching a little Neteyam how to fish, shoot the bow fishing, right, with the bow. They replay that very scene from the very beginning. He's a little Neteyam. He's like, look, Dad, I got it. I shot the fish. He's like, yeah, you did good. It's little Neteyam. Then when he looks, it's older Neteyam. He's like, what, Dad, what do you? I'm just happy to see you. I was like, oh my God, oh no, don't lose it, bro. Don't lose it, bro. I'm like, bro, don't lose it. Don't lose it. And he's older Neteyam. He's like, I just wanted to see you. I just wanted to see you. Right? I was like, oh my God, don't lose it, bro. Don't do it. And then it cuts back to little Neteyam. So they replay that scene from the very beginning of the first act when he teaches him how to shoot for fish. Oh my God. And then they go back to the whole Lion King. Neteyam. He raises him up, raises his firstborn up in the air, and everybody acknowledges him as the firstborn. Right? Neteyam. I was like, oh my God, bro, don't do it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it, bro. Don't lose it. Yo. Do I say I love it? I really, really liked it. I'll go back and see it again. I know what they said and how it is and looks, sounds visually in 3D IMAX. I know I did myself a disservice. I will go back and watch this thing again in IMAX 3D. But patriarchy. Thank you, James Cameron. Thank you, James. Not one time. It might have been one or two times when the wife is like, man, listen. And he's like, you listen. All right. Because the whole time, she's like, why are we running? We don't have to run. We shouldn't have to run. And he's like, look, I'm trying to protect my family. I don't want to endanger anybody else because of us or me, right? So the whole time there's this underlying tension because she's like, we need to stop running. So at the very end, after they connect to the spirit tree, after he sees Nateum in the spirit realm one last time, you know how it ended the first one. He wait his eyes open and he's like, no more running, no more running. So they're going to stay with the sea people because he talks to the chief. He's like, look, man, listen, you know, tomorrow me and my family will leave out tomorrow. He's like, no. He said, your son is with my ancestors. That makes you Kaim. That's like his brother or like family now. He's like, no, this is your home. You stay here. He's like, okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right. So and then there's the other theme is a son for a son, right? With Spider. You know how they did in the old mob ways when two chieftains that don't get along would exchange firstborn sons to keep the peace to a certain extent. So there's this son for a son thing. So he lost his oldest. Now he takes Quaritch's son under his, you know what I'm saying? So that's there too. But patriarchy. Shout out to James Cameron. Another win. Now the only question is how many billions will this movie make? It's currently sitting at 430 worldwide. Listen, the only question is how many billions will this movie make? Will it make 2? Well, I believe they're going to do the same thing they did with the first one, leave this thing in theaters for a very long time. This will not come to streaming services no time soon. They spent way too much money to put this on a 45-day window to move it to stream. This thing is going to be in theaters for a long time. They're going to go with the same play they did with the first Avatar. Leave it in theaters because it is going to have long legs. It is going to have long legs. And let's see, it's already at 400 now, 430 now. Another 2 weeks, it'll be at $1 billion easily. The only question is how many billions will this movie make? So once again, I really like this movie. I'm sorry, let me get to y'all comments, man. Like I said, I didn't want to stop going through my notes. And look, once again, I know there's things I missed. The movie was 3 goddamn hours long. To me, it didn't feel like it. It went by pretty quick. I mean, colonizers state, you know, where we going? I mean, it is what it is, man. That's an old. I'm so tired of that argument at this point. I'm so tired of that argument at this point. I don't even entertain those points anymore, Bryant. Listen, there's no wokeness here. Stop. I'm just say this. He said, killing the natives. Don't you move. But here's the thing. They didn't kill. They just burned down their homes. This is what people keep forgetting. So when Quaritch is going from village to village looking for Sully, yeah, they tase him and all this extra shit. I'm not trying to minimize, but they only burned down their homes. They did not kill any natives. The only time they got killed per se is towards the second and third, in between the second and third act, when they ride out to go save the kids. And even then, you might have seen maybe 1 or 2 get killed. The entire time they got washed. Listen, they're jumping in and out of the waters. Oh, everybody's getting gunned down with fucking arrows. No, you know what I'm saying? Like they were super OP in the water. They were super OP in the water. The whalers didn't stand a chance. Even the Marines. I mean, and when, you know, Nani does her thing, when she goes crazy and starts killing everybody. I mean, she killed 7 to 8 guys. I mean, these are the Marines. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's hitting them with headshots with the bow. I mean, hand-to-hand combat. I mean, she's whooping their ass. Clearly, your only woke moment is the wife killed more people than the husband. There you go. There's your woke moment. There it is. The wife killed more people than the husband. You know what I'm saying? So let me get to y'all comments. Let me get up out of here, and I'm gonna download this and put this on the movie channel. It was a great flick, man. I liked it. I look forward to go back to seeing it again. I'm just going through the comments. I mean, I didn't think it was too long, but like I said, the pacing was pretty good. I was worried about getting sleepy, and I did not get sleepy none at all through this. So, Peter protesting next. The calf should have fled like Pike. It would really come on, bro. It's a calf. It's not gonna stop. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. So yeah, yes. Also, there's your Dune aspect is the whalers, killing the whales or the brain secretion. So there's your Dune moment, right? Because for the anti-aging property. So there's your Dune. There's your Moby Dick, and there's your Cowboys versus Indians, the natives versus the colonizers. So yeah, shout out to Big Pontiac, because he texted me. He was like, "Yo, it's not it." I was like, "What? No, don't do this to me, bro." So I'm telling you, I listen. When I tell people to go see for yourself, go see it for yourself. Come to your own conclusions, but don't when motherfuckers hollering that woke shit. I'm like, stop. Let's not do that. There's nothing really woke about this movie. Like at the end of the day, patriarchy ran this. All right. At the end of the day, patriarchy ran this movie. So shout out to James Cameron. I mean, I believe it'll crack 2 billion. It'll crack 2 billion. Once again, they're gonna leave this thing in the theaters for a long time. It's not coming to streaming services no time soon. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So you already setting it up for and then I know Kate Winslet had said, because Kate Winslet plays the queen, and she said her role is pivotal moving forward for Avatars 3, 4, and 5. I was like, oh, okay. So we're gonna have you're gonna have the sea people versus the land people, basically. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank everybody for hanging out. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and that's just on regular screen. So I'm gonna go back and see this thing in IMAX 3D, which is the only real way to watch this movie. And with that being said, I'll be back in a few hours with my special guest. You guys are gonna enjoy. I guarantee it. Y'all have a good one. Peace.